Time now for Sidekicks, as we're joined by Danny Fisher, Executive Director of Pacesetter, and Chris Black, who has been busy calling soccer games right here on BCSN, as well as Danny Fisher. In fact, Danny, we just saw him a few minutes ago. He had the call the St. John's at Northview game, and we already got your thoughts on that game. So, Chris, let's let you chime in on Northview picking up an impressive victory tonight on the road.
Yeah, that's big for Northview. I mean, they've already taken care of St. Francis, so now they're kind of working their way through the track onto the next Catholic school, taking care of St. John's. And you know, the first half, down 1-0. I actually turned on live just in time to see the second half and kind of the goals start to happen. And so I think a little bit of organization got to be worked on the St. John's side. But for Northview, you know, once you start rolling like they are and you start scoring, they just kept that foot down. And it was 4 goals in about 14 and a half minutes, it seemed like. I mean, good for them. And now all of a sudden, everyone's looking at Anthony Wayne. Uh-oh, look at Northview on the NLL side.
One team we have not talked about yet so far on Sidekicks is Ottawa Hills. We always know the Green Bears are going to be a tough team, a good program. Well, they're off to another fantastic start, and in the first coaches poll, they are ranked #1 in the state for Division III. Picked up a couple of big wins this week, but let's go back to earlier the week when they beat St. Francis. A good win for them to go up to a Division I team and get that victory.
Yeah, and Ottawa Hills has pretty been famous for scheduling up. They're playing the best of the best in Division III statewide and also on the D1 side. And you know, they're going to work their way through a schedule. They have so many scores in this team, just like last year. I mean, a lot of people were worried they hadn't seen that team and didn't realize how deep they were beyond the first 2 scores. But goalkeeping was good. Full team effort from them was good. John Kite picking up a couple goals, including a well-taken PK. Ottawa Hills is so good. I think they're tied with Maumee Valley Country Day, which is the only blip on their schedule. That, I think, dragged Maumee Valley Country Day to number 16 in the state poll. So I think they're pulling Northwest Ohio teams with them this year.
Looking ahead to next week, we have St. John's and St. Francis going head-to-head. Not perhaps the start either one of those teams has wanted so far this year, so really a chance to get healthy, get a victory, and pick up a rivalry win. We know it's going to be an intense matchup.
Yeah, I think, you know, both teams have lost to Northview in the last 7 days, so I think St. John's have had a decent start to the season tonight. Obviously, was extremely disappointing for them. You know, in more of a 13-14-minute spell tonight was disappointing for them. You know, St. Francis still haven't picked up a gear yet. That they're still finding themselves when you talk to Coach Stevens. So next week's a big game for both teams. You know, whoever wins that game can go on and kickstart the season. Whoever loses it is on more rebuilding, really.
Chris, let's also talk a little about what's going on Sunday with the University of Findlay and former Perrysburg Yellow Jacket Addie Graham.
Yeah, it's down at University of Findlay. They have, obviously, like a lot of colleges do, they kind of look for going beyond just the sport and finding people in that area that they can kind of rally around a little bit and be a bigger life lesson. So they have done that down at University of Findlay. So you're going to see a big event for them, for one of the kids that they've been following very closely over the years and been being supportive of, and it just so happens that Addie Graham's down there as well now, who they've done so much through Ian Graham, her father, and they've done a lot of things through their own charities with the children cancer, different charities through them. So they've been huge up here in Northwest Hopper High School. So now they're doing stuff down in Findlay as well. So it'll be fun to see what they can do down there to keep kind of that going. Charity going, it's more than just obviously earning money, it's more awareness and things like that, and also it's for the special child that they've been sponsoring down at the University of Findlay for so long as well.
Yeah, obviously Addie overcoming cancer and has gone on to now play her college career at the University of Findlay. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight on Sidekicks. I want to thank our guest, Chris Black, alongside Danny Fisher.